And then I decided, yeah. So while she was talking halfway, I just pulled her in and kissed her.
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm 40 years old and I've been with Cheryl for over 2 years now.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm 37 this year and I've been with Grace for 809 days.
When and where did you first meet Grace?
1st January 2018 at our friend's housewarming party. Apparently, we have met earlier, like before 2018. I remembered that, but she doesn't remember that. So you must ask her, okay? Because she claims that she remembers, but I don't think so.
Officially, we met at a friend's housewarming party. No, New Year's party. Unofficially, she says that we ran into each other at my old workplace. She was interviewing someone and we were briefly introduced.
What was your first impression of Grace?
Very loud.
So I think at that party, she was a bit quiet, but I was laughing at her because she had rescued a bird at home and she had a photo of a bird on her shoulder on her Instagram, and I found that really funny. And then from there, it eased into conversation. We started talking and we started hanging out as friends after that.
When did you first start having romantic feelings for Grace?
Over a period of time, I realized that I started to feel different around her. For some reason, I started to feel nervous around her. It's like, oh, she's very cute. I cannot look her in the eye. Like, it's very weird. So I started to feel that kind of like weird butterflies in your stomach. And I'm like, why am I feeling like that? So I felt like that for a bit. And then that was where I realized, oh, I think this is starting to be a bit more than friends.
After she kissed me, I guess.
Who made the first move?
Cheryl lah.
I made the first move. She was at my place and we were just hanging out, just chatting on the couch. And I had this strong urge to kiss her. She kept talking and talking and talking, go toilet. She went to the toilet and everything. And then I decided, yeah. So while she was talking halfway, I just pulled her in and kissed her.
What do you consider to be your first official date?
We went out for a nice dinner to Koma.
Because I love Japanese food. So as friends, we had planned. And then the kiss happened and then I was like, okay, you know what? This is our first date. And she came to pick me up.
Do you have any doubts about Cheryl's feelings as it was her first time being attracted to a girl?
In the beginning, I did have my doubts. I mean, whether or not it's a straight girl or not, right? What if somebody wakes up and goes, oh no, this is a mistake, you know? Could happen to any of us, the best of us, so it's okay. Yeah.
I really didn't want to ruin the friendship. I think that was the priority for me. When I had to list down my ride or die list of friends, she was number 1. So, you know, I made my ride or die friend my wife.
When did you tell your friends and families about Cheryl?
I mean, my friends and family already knew about Cheryl because we've been friends for that long. I mean, when people in the office saw her come around, they weren't that surprised. It was only the hugging that they were like, huh? What's happening?
I can't remember what I said to my mom. I think she already suspected it because we were already spending a lot of time together. And then I decided to tell them. And my mom already knew. She was like, yeah, I know. And then after that, they left me at the table and then they didn't want to talk to me and walked away. And they talked to me for a few weeks after that, a few months after that. They already suspected it, but I think they didn't want it to be true. And then when I said it, then it's like, yeah.
When did you first start thinking about getting married?
You got to ask her that. She was the one that proposed after 6 weeks.
I think it was 6 weeks into the relationship or something like that.
It was just a yacht party out with some of my girlfriends. We're just out to have a good time, right? I didn't even notice that she had left the boat. She had gotten a friend who passed her the rings at the driveway of Keppel Bay Marina.
Then I met my friend to collect the ring and then got back to the boat.
And suddenly she just stopped me. And then I was like, huh? Why? Like, why do you pull me? Do you want to tell me something? Then she started she took out the ring and she started mumbling a lot of things. I'm like, hey, what's happening? And then she got down on one knee. Aww. And I cannot remember what she said. I don't think she remembers what she said either.
I do not remember anymore.
She said my full name, Tay Paces, Cheryl, will you marry me? That's the only thing I caught. And by then I was really crying already. And then I said yes. And then my friends were like, did she say yes? Did she say yes? And then she was like, yeah, and then everybody started screaming, yelling, and running towards us.
Who was in charge of most of the planning?
Cheryl.
For sure, me. All she did was show up. I did everything. Ask her for opinions like this color, okay, this one, okay, this song, that song, okay. So it was really, literally, I planned everything just tell her what time to turn up and what she has to do.
What were some of the obstacles along the way?
Cheryl.
The first obstacle was finding a venue. I had all these places listed down and I was all ready to like email them and all that. But before I started, then Grace was like, I tell you first, you have to be prepared that some of these places might turn you away. Like, huh? But why? I'm paying for it, what? She's like, when you tell them that it's of LGBT nature, they may not be as welcoming. And I was like, oh. And my first enquiry came back as a rejection. And I was like, damn it, she's right. So a lot of my initial places actually said no. And then it got me a bit sian, because like, huh? I just want to plan a party!
Yeah, for sure. I kind of did expect that, and preempted that, we would get turned down by venues simply because of the nature of our relationship. Like, at the end of the day, the venues that didn't want us were the big hotel chains anyway. But we didn't want that sort of wedding anyway. That also kind of made us dig deep about who we wanted at the wedding as well. So these surface problems and challenges actually ended up being good for us, I feel.
Because I decided that, you know what? I'm not going to do the standard like 8-course ifu noodles, whatever kind of dinner. I want more like a celebration, because end of the day, it's bringing people together to celebrate love in general and also to celebrate our love.
We really wanted like everybody to come together and have a great time, Not one of those weddings that you leave with like, I don't know, a coaster of our face or something, and then like you didn't make any friends or you're there. No, we wanted it to be fun and inclusive for everyone.
It's very special because, we are not legally recognized. I mean, our marriage is not legally recognized, but we still want to exchange vows and all that in front of our loved ones, in front of people that matter. So we found a place that we really liked, and then we decided that we were going to make it like a party. And then they had a lot of arcade games. So I was like, great, entertainment for guests solved. Free flow alcohol. Our food was buffet style. And yeah, it was really, really, really fun. I wanted people to be able to talk, to like as a catch up for friends. So we wanted that kind of celebration. That's why we did it like a party style.
Were you and Grace always in consensus about most of the things about the wedding?
We will not be running around with pink feather boas. Cheryl's favourite colour in the entire universe is pink. And that in essence is already a non-negotiable for me.
She did not want anything pink. She didn't want anything too much pink. I was like, oh, what about like metallic, silver, shiny? And then she's like, no. But other than that, she left most of the planning to me.
Did you invite your family?
My sister was there for sure. She walked me down the aisle. My parents were not there, but my cousins were there.
No, I did not. She didn't invite her parents, so I didn't want it to be kind of one-sided in that way. I don't know, it's less complicated when family's not there.
So we decided to keep it really like friends, our closest friends, and really make it like a party. I don't think it's good for like older folks to be exposed to all this loud music and lights and everything lah. So it was not the most conducive place for older people.
Do you have a wedding hashtag?
Take me one more time.
Take me as in T-A-Y-K-E, because my surname is Tay, right? So take me Huang more time. So Huang's just like, take me one more time. So yeah, that was our wedding hashtag.
Who came up with the hashtag?
Cheryl.
Me!
What was your first thought on your wedding day?
I'm so tired. There's so many people. It is very hot. Why she make me do so many things?
I think I felt excited. I cannot remember my first thought, but I was very excited. Like, oh my god, it's here. Yeah.
When's your wedding day?
20th October 2022. We did a letter reading. So each of us had penned a letter to each other. So we were back to back. And then we read our letters to each other one at a time.
I wrote and read a letter so touching, her nose bled.
She's like, see, my note so powerful. She was crying, reading all that. I was there like, oh my goodness, so embarrassing.
What were you wearing?
So it's white, it's sleeveless with a v-neck, it's all sparkly, shiny. Let's see whether she can remember. I don't think she'll be able to. Low back, high sleeve, and mermaid cut.
What was Cheryl wearing?
White dress.
Any details about this dress? Cheryl has 3 key details.
Huh? It was tight here, tight here. Is it something to do with a fish or a mermaid or something like that? Yeah.
And what was Grace wearing?
She was wearing a custom suit. The color is a bit unique. It's supposed to be some kind of green, but it looks more blue to me. And a bow tie. I think a pocket square that was pink, yeah.
It's kind of like this greyish kind of tuxedo. Black. White shirt. Black bow tie. Flamingo socks.
What song did you guys use for your marching?
Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. And then when I got to her, she sang Never Give Up by Rick Astley.
We concocted this little plan where I would sing a little bit at the end. We mashed it together with that Rick Astley song. So we basically rickrolled her.
What was your favourite line of Grace from Grace's vows?
Okay, her vows were the funny kind. Like, it was meant to like disturb me and like, you know, I promised to like watch Love Island with you and all that. So it wasn't romantic. I went down the romantic path, okay? Like, my vows were romantic. I let her be the funny one for that night. Like, her speech was funny, her vows were funny. So everyone thinks she's really funny, okay? I don't even think she remembers what I said. I don't remember.
What's one thing about your wedding that was different from any other wedding day?
The fact that it was a party more than a typical dinner.
Come on lah, get to play arcade games for free the whole night. Come on. Come on. That was pretty good.
What's a pet peeve you have?
She's super OCD. When she's hanging the laundry, she'll hang all the same coloured clothes, same type. The t-shirts are all here, same colour. So it's like, I'll just be like, anything, whatever fits. The little space here, put sports bra. Little big space there, put pants. You know, I'll just like, whatever fits on the rack. But she'll be like, no. So sometimes I'm just like, it doesn't matter. It's all gonna dry under the same sun.
She's very loud.
Oh no, she didn't.
What do you think is Cheryl's pet peeve about you?
I'm very grumpy.
I can talk too much. Because she's an introvert. I'm clearly an extrovert. And also, when I let out a smelly fart, I don't know why she does not fart. I swear. She hates it. She absolutely hates it.
The worst thing about living together is her farting.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the
What does a marriage?
A marriage is being able to love someone more than yourself, and also someone that you can live with but cannot live without. A wedding to me is a celebration of love between two people, two very special people. It doesn't have to involve paper, like documents or the law.
Somebody really having your back through it all. And really not having to tank everything yourself. I mean, just very recently, my mom was unwell. You know, having Cheryl around, she was at home, you know, I said, hey, do you think you could kind of check in on mom, you know, so she did that. So, you know, things like that is important. And it's one of the things, like I said, Cheryl's actions are louder than her voice, even though that's really quite loud.
Is there anything you'd like to tell your wife?
Yeah, I appreciate you for who you are and everything that you do for me.
So what I want to tell Grace is that she's enough the way she is. She doesn't need to be more, and I love her exactly as she is. How she is today, how she'll be tomorrow, how she was last time, I love everything about her.
Thank you for watching this video.
If there's anyone you would like to see on this segment, just type in the comments below.
So don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Bye!